Here with us tonight, Tony Iommi, longtime member of the band, Geezer Butler.
Hello there. Hello.
And brand new member, Ian Gillan.
Hello.
Good to have you all here in the studio tonight. Your first visit to MTV, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
New record out from the band. It's called Born Again. Give everybody a look at the cover of Born Again. And there has been some rumors floating around, at least around here anyway. I've been hearing it on the radio, it's been in the local press, that this album called Born Again has been titled Born Again because the band has been born again in the Christian sense.
No.
Want to comment on that?
No, no.
Yeah, comment.
Oh, not at all, no.
I think it's just a question of people immediately leap to the conclusion that there's some sort of Christian satanic connotation. But it's really, I mean, no one's really got an exclusive on that phrase, you know. I mean, it's really Born Again because the band's new, revitalized. It's also the title of one of the first songs we did in the studio, and it seemed like quite an evocative phrase, so we decided to use it for the cover.
When you say the band is born again, by that you mean that you are now in the band, right, Ian?
Well,
it's
no.
funny that you're doing the talking for these guys.
Revitalized, really. Yeah.
It's, I mean, the Sabbath thing is strong, but it's just we've had a chance to all have a fresh start. Really, that's the idea.
Part of the Born Again concept is that you now have Bev Bevan in the band of VLO fame, but he's not on the record. Bill Ward is on the record.
Yeah.
But maybe you can clarify what Bev's role is at this point. So you just on the tour?
Do you want to clarify what Bev's role is?
Is that a hard question? I thought that was...
Well, Bev's studying really quick, actually, when Bill had to leave due to illness again.
Yeah.
And Bev's been doing the tour with us, and he'll be, I think, a member of the band now, will he?
Well, his loan from ELO is becoming more and more permanent, and I think we'd all like him to stay.
You guys are buddies, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I can't stand Bev personally, but
well, at least on stage.
No, he's great. He's great. Fits in great. He's also going potty now because he's got a chance to really play loud. You know, I think over the last few years he's been fairly constrained in what he's been able to do.
Yeah.
And like all drummers like going berserk, you know. So he's loving it.
So it looks like at this point that he may be on with the band beyond the tour.
We hope so.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea. But obviously,
I think Bev released a statement now, I don't know, by this time.
yeah, well, let's hope so. There's not too much that you can say, but I mean, it's just all being sorted out legally and everything, but we're fairly confident.
We have a couple of pictures of your stage set. We've been talking about the stage set, the Stonehenge set. Maybe we could flash these up on the screen, like this one here. Can you get a look at that? Can you see that from where you are?
Oh, yeah.
Sort of describe to us what it is that's going on now. Those are the Stonehenge blocks down towards the front, I suppose, and on the sides.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, this is the miniature set
With the little miniature dolls?
No, that's the miniature Stonehenge, because what happened was that, in fact, the original Stonehenge that we built was bigger than the Stonehenge in Salisbury Plain. And it was great, but when we found how actually big it was, we set it all up on the first night and no one could see us.
What about this next shot? We have another shot we can go to here.
Oh, that's just looking up into the sky at the lighting rig. That's part of it. That's the center. That's the center part of it.
It sounds like it's going to be an extravagant kind of a show, 60 by 40 stage, we've heard. I want to talk to you a little bit more about the show and certainly more about video that I hope is going to be coming. What we'll do here is go to some video from Spandau Ballet and come back and talk a little bit more with Black Sabbath. Anyway, Ian. I mentioned on the last break, I wanted to talk about the videos. Tony, maybe you can tell us a little bit about...
That's me. Go on.
Okay, Ian.
No, go on.
We're halfway through it at the moment.
Which tunes are you going to do?
We're doing Trashed and Zero the Hero.
So you're doing two then?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, we don't know exactly which is going to be used first or exactly how they're going to turn out. It's a conceptual thing which is going to be a combination of some shots taken from some concerts we've done in Canada. And that's going to be overlaid and mixed in with the rest of the story, which has not quite been finalised. They're doing that in London at the moment.
Who's directing the video?
Lindsay, what's his name? You know, the other...
Oh, sure.
The other fella.
Lindsay, what's his name? It's done some of my favorite videos.
That's right, yeah. He's my hero.
Ballpark. Do you know about how far off they are? Give us a ballpark estimate. Are they a month away, or 2 months, or 3 weeks?
No,
or
pretty close, I would say.
Should be ready by the end of the month.
Yeah.
By the end of the month?
Yeah.
That's good news.
Yeah, within a couple of weeks, I should say.
Okay. I have one more question for you, Ian, because the last we had heard, we knew about the solo thing that you were doing in the band that you had together, and then we heard that a doctor said, don't sing for a year, or you will permanently ruin your voice. What's happened that now you can sing Black Sabbath
That's
material?
a bit distorted, actually. Once or twice before, I've had to take a break. I think every singer gets problems with nodes. All it is like blisters on your tonsils, you know, blisters on your vocal cords. And the problem is when you get blisters on your blisters, then you've got to take a rest, you know. And it's just a simple rescue, and it wasn't a year, it was 6 months. 6 months was plenty, 3 to 6 months.
So you're not going to bow out of this tour in the middle or anything?
No, it's going fine. I haven't got blisters on my blisters at the moment, so everything's fine.
Right. I know America is looking forward to seeing Black Sabbath in concert. We've been running the dates. And before we get back to video, Geezer, who has been very silent and brooding all evening.
We've got a Black Mass to go to.
Well, it's getting on time, I think. This is your camera right here, Geezer. And there's a special message, I suppose, you have.
I'd just like to say Happy Halloween to my son, Biff, or better known as Damien.
Damien, just like the Omen.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys really live this stuff, don't you? Jeez. Well, I want to thank you all for